Hello viewers, welcome to my channel All Things Spiritual. Today we will discuss the topic what is initiation and how could a disciple benefit from it.
The procedure of initiation of a disciple by a guru is done in order for the disciple to follow a spiritual discipline. The Sanskrit word for initiation is Diksha, where Di signifies the realization of divine wisdom and Ksha indicates annihilation of ignorance. Diksha is of various types: Mantra, Tantra, Shaktipat, Yoga Diksha, with different objectives and given by different procedures. It could be through sight, touch, or by word. It's the most important gift from a guru to his disciple as part of his grace, as a transmission of pure love. Let us discuss more common types of diksha used in the initiation of a disciple by a guru. Mantra Diksha. A mantra is a sacred utterance, a mystical sound, or a word or a group of words that have been chanted by the guru and have energies instilled into them in a dormant form. They become active once they are chanted by the disciple, and they have the power to even put the disciple into a state of trance or samadhi if the guru chants the holy words of the mantra. This mystical sound is prescribed by the guru to his disciple and helps the disciple in his or her path to liberation. It also has the power to resolve worldly issues and sometimes is used by the guru to heal his disciple who may be suffering from illnesses, provided the disciple is not impervious to the guru's holy chant. Shaktipat Diksha. The meaning of Shakti is spiritual energy and Path is heredity. Shaktipat would be mostly performed by touch from the Guru and is usually given to the Agnya Chakra of the disciple. If the Guru is highly purified and enlightened soul, he could be able to transmit energies without even touching the disciple's Agnya Chakra or Sahasrara Chakra. It is also the grace descended by the Guru to his disciple as a blessing to step into the mystical journey of the spiritual world. The infusion of energy should be done by an accomplished guru, a subject that I talked about in my previous video. Please check it if you haven't done so already. This energy transmission helps in getting the disciple to come to an awakening and realize the inherent spiritual force within. The grace would awaken the Kundalini Shakti within, which leads to the process of awakening towards the inner realms. If the Guru feels that you are ready for initiation, he or she may use that as a part of the disciple's initiation to raise the disciple's Kundalini energies. The grace of awakening the Kundalini in a disciple is done in such a way that the disciple never falters seriously from the path to reach enlightenment. The student may waste an incarnation or two, but the power of the Shaktipat initiation will pull the student back to the life of spirituality and longing for enlightenment. There are several aspects to Shaktipat you have to understand. The student has to be ready and receptive. The Guru has to be fully enlightened and also be a Shaktipat Siddha, meaning that he has to have reached enlightenment through the grace of Mother Divine. Mother Divine is, of course, another name for Shakti and is the loving non dual personification of Shakti that Shakti Shaiva Tantrics apply to Shaktri. Of course, as has hitherto been stated, Shakti and Shiva are one, meaning Shakti is unmanifest, but yet true tantrics tend to personify Shakti for the sake of developing devotion and surrender to the divine grace that is operating in them thanks to Shaktipat.
When the enlightened guru knows that you are also enlightened and he meditates on your perfect unity with the self, this means an association between the enlightened guru and your true self takes place, and this association of you as a perfectly enlightened being in the gross level of meeting ignites your kundalini. There is a bit more to this than that, but this is the essential part. So if anybody offers Shaktipath and they are not enlightened, they know that they are going on a fake ego trip. So what happens once you have received Shaktipath? Since Kundalini holds within itself the map or the structure of your ignorance, because it created it after all, it also holds the knowledge of how to deconstruct it and to grant you enlightenment and liberation. Once Kundalini has been awakened through Shaktipath, Kundalini will begin to undo your ignorance and restructure your system so you can uphold states of enlightenment. This path is known as Siddha Yoga or Perfect Yoga, and Kundalini Mahayoga, the greatest yoga. This is because once this path is grabbed by you, you can be on a spontaneous and automatic path to enlightenment. Levels of Shaktipath. There are different levels of Shaktipath. You may need to understand that it may be one thing whether the guru can give these, but the vital factor is if the student can receive them or not. Usually students can only receive lower grades of Shaktipath. This may correlate to the level of surrender and love and affection the disciple has for his guru and his or her faith in Mother Divine. The first level of Shaktipath is where the student receives the highest level of Shaktipath and becomes utterly immersed in oneness with pure being, that he instantly leaves the body and the body dies. This is obviously extremely rare, and for obvious reasons we have no testimonies about this. The second level of Shaktipath is where the recipient instantly becomes a Jivan Mukta or a liberated being and his body does not die, so he enters a Sahaj Samadhi state. He simply knows the truth and does no longer require a guru or scriptures to aid him in his realization. He is fully realized. He has transcended all sadhanas and become a full-blown guru. Such a recipient is not required to observe any customary modes of conduct or prescribed abstinences or purifications. He has perfected the being. He is utterly free. The third level of Shaktipath will give the recipient a Jivan Mukta state in this life and he will enter a Samadhi state. The fourth level of Shaktipath will give the recipient a Jivan Mukta state, but he won't reach a Sahaj Samadhi state. The fifth level, the recipient of Shaktipath will reach the Jivan Mukta and Sahaj Samadhi state in the next life. And so on and so forth, the lesser and lesser degrees of realization with longer and longer span of time will occur. The lowest level of Shaktipath merely gives some nice mood for a little bit of time and which will be soon lost. There are a lot of other types of initiations of disciples by the Guru, but the ones that I discussed are the most common ones. Please do let me know how you liked the video, and please also do comment if you have any further questions regarding initiation process. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.